As y'all know, my name is Madison, and I'm going to be giving a speech over the differences between male and female. Sometimes it feels like you're communicating with a different species instead of a different gender. From the way we talk, act, and solve problems, there's always a different pathway, and it mostly has to relate to the brain. The four primary areas of difference are the processing area, the chemistry, structure, and activity. In processing, males tend to have more gray matter in their brain, and so that's more localized, and that means that they have more tunnel vision, which is why whenever they're into a task or a game, they're not really paying attention to anything else. And women have more white matter, so they're kind of just a grid that's all over the place, which is why we tend to multitask more and can focus on a bunch of different things. Okay, the chemistry, there's just a bunch of different hormones, but serotonin is the happy hormone, and males tend to produce more than females. And then there's testosterone, which obviously males tend to produce more, and that's the sex and aggression hormone. And then there's estrogen, women produce more of that, and that's reproductive and female growth. And then oxytocin, which is the love hormone, and females tend to have more than that, and that's like bonding and social interaction. For the structures, females have a larger hippocampus, and that tends to make their emotional spectrum like wider, and they also have, it's also the human memory center, which is why we tend to absorb more, like we remember more, and it's usually dealing with emotional things or senses. And then males, also the verbal centers, most women have two of them, which is why we tend to describe things more and explain and use more descriptive words, and most men only have one, which is why they don't really talk a lot. And they also have a thinner parietal region, which is they can like visualize 3D things like in their head better, which made me think of it. The blood flow, women have a higher degree of blood flow in the cingulate gyrus, which means that they revisit emotional memories more and kind of just think about them and everything. And men tend to, if they think about them, they reflect, analyze, and move on, and sometimes they choose to just kind of avoid them and go straight to doing another activity or something. And then disorders, men tend to have more neurological disorders, like dyslexic or autism or ADHD, and women tend to have more mood, like depression, anxiety, or PTSD due to a traumatic event. And then I have a video